What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments, back with another video. And today in the markets, we had a relief rally. NVDA bounced back like 8-9%. Palantir actually got more than it lost yesterday. So we made like $1,000, a little over $1,000. We made back almost everything we lost yesterday. So, I made a few moves. I did a few trades, and I'm going to talk about all of them. We're going to go through the portfolio. So first, before we even get into the Palantir position, the NVDA put I had yesterday, NVDA was starting to go up this morning, so I cut it at a loss, like 50% loss. So I got back like 40, 50 bucks, 38 bucks, something like that, which added to my other positions. We made like a good 100% on the NVDA dip on the put, so I'm not mad at that. But with the Palantir position, so Palantir went on and rolled. We closed the day over 80 slightly. I think we were like $80.23. Went up like 6 point something percent. So with my Palantir calls, the April call had to go, man. We was up 50% on that. So we bought that yesterday. We made 50% on it. We took that 50% and we have bought this February 7th call. This is our riskiest call yet, because earnings is on February 3rd. So I went on and sold my other one because I'm like, if earnings go left, we're going to get hit anyway. So I might as well take some gains while I can if earnings goes bad. So we got this February 7th call, and then Palantir continued to ride throughout the day. So we up 34% on that one. The October call we bought yesterday, that's up 30%. And our February 28th call that we bought is up 29%. The call we've been holding for the longest is back flat. It's up 1%. So, we're going to see what happens with Palantir. Now, the rest of the day, it was kind of tricky. Like, the main stocks did their thing, but a lot of other stocks didn't recover yet. So, we still down on Patterson Energy. The quantum trade, they're hanging in there. They haven't, had any big updates, but they didn't really crash like you would expect them to in this kind of sell-off. So they hanging in there. We still down on those. I bought a little QQQ put just in case, like if J Powell says something crazy, the Mag 7 earnings go left. They say something crazy about the NVIDIA chips at Mag 7 earnings. We got that little put, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing too crazy. You see, amount's extremely small. Sir Robotics is still down from the sell-off. Might be adding to it soon. Symbiotic, we only up 5% on that. They starting to hit SoFi. That's why I got out of 3 of my SoFi calls. Like I said, with SoFi missing guidance like that, that's not necessarily a good thing for short-term calls. They did get some upgrades by analysts because the analysts did give respect to the fact that they did beat earnings. But like I say, in this market, especially if you one of the stocks that's been going crazy, guidance means everything. So, I'm glad we did take half of that out of those SoFi calls. That's why we didn't make everything back that we made yesterday, because SoFi was down and that didn't recover because it was an earnings thing. So that's where we at with SoFi. Hopefully this will bounce back, but if not, we might have to roll it, might have to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Symbiotic. Tesla, we've been adding to Tesla over and over and over on this dip. Same with the SPY. Haven't added to Vistra yet. And we did add to Walmart. So let me show you some of my trades today. Show you some of my trades today. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I took what was left of that NVIDIA put this morning. Then after we did that, let's see, start off the day, we took what was left of the NVIDIA put. We bought us a QQQ call. Then after that, we ended up buying like $5 worth of VOO, $5 worth of Tesla. We sold the QQQ call, made a small profit. We should have held it longer because we could have doubled our money same day, but it's all good. Then we bought some iBit, Broadcom, NVIDIA. We sold that Palantir call in profit. The one we bought yesterday, like I said, was up 50%. Sold that, bought that other Palantir call for 95%, the one I was telling y'all about. Then we bought $10 worth of SPY, another $5 worth of Tesla, Amazon, Palantir, NVIDIA, Microsoft. Geo call, we tried to sell it because it's down. Some of these calls, we got guidance sell off on some of them. But let's see, yeah, bought some AMD. Sold that SoFi call that didn't make it for a loss. Bought $5 worth of Oklo. Started with the NVIDIA dip. Bought $5 worth of NVIDIA. I accidentally bought 5 shares of Broadcom today, so I accidentally day traded Broadcom. Luckily, Broadcom went up, but we ain't actually meaning to do that. Bought $5 worth of Broadcom, $5 worth of Tesla. Oh, no, I sold my 5 shares worth of Broadcom because I accidentally bought them. And then we bought that QQQ put the end of the day. So that's what we did today. Did a few little trades, nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's next. Yeah, like I say, Oklo, we added to Oklo today. They had an okay day today. They bounced back. NVDA, you know, they got back a good percentage of their losses. They didn't get back all of their losses. They was like up like 8-9%. They went down 16 yesterday. So, you know, that was good. We're going to see what happens. People are, you know, calming down from the DeepSeek situation. What people are realizing is if the cost of AI gets cheaper, that's not the end of the AI trade. Like, now, it could still be bad for NVIDIA, but at the end of the day, people still going to need those GPUs. This makes the Mag 7 earnings coming up even more important because we definitely want to see what these CEOs are going to be saying about their CapEx spend. Are they going to change it with the DeepSeek development? Are they going to be saying they're going to be spending less? From all my NVIDIA investors, you're going to be looking for people to say that we're committed to spending with NVIDIA. We don't want those numbers to change. If anything, we want them to say they're going to spend more. But we'll see what happens with NVIDIA. I did buy a little bit of NVIDIA. I bought like $15, $20 worth of NVIDIA, but I got most of my dip on with Palantir personally because I like the software side better. But that's where we at with NVIDIA. So Mara MicroStrategy, IBIT, we're down today. I did add the IBIT today. I didn't have a chance to add the Mara or MicroStrategy. We did buy $5 worth of Microsoft because once again, if the cost of AI is going cheaper, it's not just Palantir. We just need to start pivoting more towards software if that's what they're going to be doing. We'll see. I think I added the Robinhood today, but I like Robinhood here. Did not add the Grab. You know, Grab went up today, but you know, McCall's not doing much yet. Google, we added Google the other day. It did fine today. Like I say, my GEO call, they got it. They got it. I normally try and get out of them 50-60%, but you know, with the sell-off, they caught me off guard. It was only $60 in it, so you know, it's all good. We didn't add the Salesforce today, but Salesforce is starting to take off. It's like the agents, like I say, it's going to be one of the themes of the year. So I think people are starting to realize that, and Salesforce starting to take off because of it. Cameco, we still down on it, but you know, that's also with the uranium is part of the build out. So, you know, if we was going to be using less chips, theoretically we would use less data centers. So that's what's going on with that. Broadcom, we bought $5 worth of Broadcom. Like I said, I accidentally bought 5 shares worth of Broadcom. I had to get off of them. We actually made a quick profit. Another story, you know what I'm saying? ARM, we still down on. We added Amazon, man. I ain't want to buy the whole Mag 7, but that's what the DD is saying. The DD is saying that the money's about to go to the hyperscalers. They're going to be doing AI cheaper than others. So, you know, we might as well get involved. So it looks like we're going to be building up the Amazon position too, man. And AMD, we added $5 worth of AMD, you know. Got to give them a shot. I've been taking my time with AMD, and I'm glad I did because they've been going through it. But, you know, if we're into cheaper chips now, we can get models built with cheaper chips. I think the number 2 would benefit. You know, that's just my thinking, but, you know, it is what it is. And my advanced auto parts call is glitching. They say we down the whole 98%. I don't think we down the whole 98%. But that's where we at with it today. Let's go through some of these stocks, and let's talk about what's going on in these markets, man. Let's see. So, Supermicro was still down. NVIDIA was up 9% today, 8.93. The SPY was up 0.86. The QQQ rolled 1.5%. Palantir was up 6.35%. And speaking of Palantir, I might have to do some reaction videos. The whole time this DeepSeek thing was going on, analyst after analyst is saying DeepSeek is a validation of Palantir's thesis. They said it yesterday. It's the thing Alex Carr's been saying for years now. Your large language model doesn't matter. ChatGPT, Claude, Anthropic, DeepSeek, Gemini, whatever you want to use, Llama, it doesn't matter. And today, Kathy Wood said the same thing. Kathy Wood said what just happened with DeepSeek just further solidifies the Palantir thesis. So that's why y'all see me just going in on Palantir even more through the dip, even more so than NVIDIA, because even Kathy Wood says it's looking like they're going to take even more market share than we thought. So, you know, that'll be very bullish for us at Palantir. SoFi bounced up 0.56%. You know what I'm saying? Not much. It was down 3% today. That's why my call's doing that. They might readjust in the morning. We'll see. But like I said, I like SoFi long term, but I don't know if I personally got the right calls. But, you know, they did beat earnings, so, you know, it's not the worst in the world. Like I said, the quantum trade sticking in there. Rigetti was up 5%. Qubit was up 2%. IonQ was up 0.8%. Google was up 1.7%. Oklo was up 9.8%. Meta was up 2%. They're hitting all-time highs because they got the open source model. And since DeepSeek's open source, you know, they're the only American company, I think, with an open source model, if I'm not mistaken. Any computer science majors, correct me if I'm wrong, but they like that. So, you know, they leading the open source wave, because I say it's not just America versus China. They're saying this is also going to be a battle of closed source versus open source. So, you know, that's why Facebook is up right now. So, you know, that's where we at with that. Let's see what else we got in here. Scroll some more. We go all the way to the bottom. Grab was up 2.7% today. My calls ain't adjusting though. It's all good. Uranium Energy was down 1.7% and GEO was down 3%. I gotta do more research. They really sold the news on GEO on me. We was making money up until Trump got in office, and then once everything goes down, the board of GEO just been selling off every day. So, you know, we're gonna do some more research. I might be getting back in GEO because the macros say we can get some more money off of it. We was up to like 200%. We took a 80% before we took the loss this time. So it's not like we didn't profit off GEO, but I'm not done with it yet. So, you know, we just going to keep looking at it. Now, let's look at these charts, man. Let's look at these charts. You know we got to start with NVDA after a day like today. We got to start with NVIDIA, man. All in the news like that. Y'all see, I was on a 2-minute. I was day trading today, you know what I'm saying? All right. So, yeah. Yeah, it was textbook. It was textbook. I told my friend that when we was talking on the phone. He was day trading today. We didn't go NVIDIA calls. We did software calls. But I was saying, like, yeah, it was textbook. This morning, NVIDIA was down here at a 200 EMA and an order block. Like, it don't get more textbook than that. Now, the macro's not the best. You know, we don't know if China's lying or not. We don't know what the demand's going to look like. We don't know what the hyperscaler's going to say. But from a technical point of view, it was just clear as day. So anyone who bought there got that money. I'm happy for you. I know y'all did good today if you bought that dip. So that's where we at with NVIDIA. Now the problem is we still got this big now bearish fair value gap from selling off like that yesterday. Now I'm not going to just give it as much credence as I normally do because it's obviously macro related, so we could break through it, but it's still there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get in that thing and reject off of it. So just like I said last time, we're not out the water yet. We still got to watch. I still might end up having to day trade some puts. We'll see what happens. So let's look at Palantir. Palantir did excellent. They made, like I said, they made more than we lost yesterday. That was very impressive. So yeah, yesterday we pulled back into this volume imbalance. There was like a bearish fair value gap. Looked like we used it as support and we bounced. We bounced hard. We bounced hard. There's another bearish fair value gap here. This looks like it's going to act as resistance. So I need to see us close over this. For Palantir, personally, that would be like this 81.32 level. We need to close significantly over that. We need to close like in the 82s for real to hold this move, you know what I'm saying? And then we got earnings coming up. So that's the biggest thing with Palantir. I might actually buy some puts going into earnings because I know Palantir got to pay this $100 million. I'm going to hold like my longer dated calls and, you know, just ride it out. But yeah, man, I might hedge this earnings. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to play it, but I might hedge this Palantir earnings. As long as they report everything they need to report, CAGR growing, company growing, revenue growing, things like that, I'm still with the story. I'm pretty sure they're going to report what they need to report. It's just this $100 million expense they got to pay their employees because the stock's over $50, which the employees deserve because we made good money off the stock going over $50. So I'm not mad at it, but you know, it's just what we got to do. If that happens, I'll definitely be buying a dip on Palantir. And for our last stock, let's look at this QQQ. Let's see. So we came down to what? We just bounced. We bounced. We had a little small fair value gap that we came down to yesterday. We bounced. We are in this bearish fair value gap. Now, all I could look at with this is the previous price action. So normally when we come in here, we do test it. We don't just reject as soon as we get to it. But yeah, we've been having a problem in this little fair value gap. This is the one that got caused by Jay Powell, man. We've been fighting this thing ever since. This is that day Jay Powell take the market. We just been fighting it ever since. So we're going to see if we can get back up in here like we did last time. Or we're going to tap it and reject. If we reject, we can go back down to like previous days low. That's 510, 509, then what? 506. But like I say, it's so much support. Once you get into these order blocks on the QQQ, I dang near be looking to load up the deeper we get into that. But that's where we at with it for today. It's a very macro market right now. So tomorrow Jay Powell's going to be speaking. He's probably going to be pausing interest rates unless he says something crazy. The market shouldn't do nothing. Hopefully he'll say something about maybe, increasing the speed of the cuts or something bullish. We'll see. Then after that, we got multiple Mag 7 earnings, so we need them to beat. And we also need to see what they're going to be saying on the earnings calls about this DeepSeek situation. Are they going to still be spending the same kind of money on compute? And in my opinion, I don't know for sure, but I feel like if one of them say something crazy, they're going to be spending less on chips. Market's going back down. So, that's where I'm at with it. It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments. It's just another day in this market, just another day at the office. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video.